Avast ye! Avast ye, humanity! Hearken unto me, for I bring tales wondrous and terrible from the very darkness ye peer your fucking eyes into when, in your most despaired moments, ye needs be told shit's darker and weirder than you can imagine. The sea! The sea, lads! Shake the lines from the winches, mark ye the spinnaker, and hold fast, 'cause we're jibing the old chariot in a brutal wind. Mind ye the boom, lest your bones and guts be fractured and cracked in a manner makes a trailer hitch horny for shins. And you'll be nothing but tears and piss, and we'll use ye for a mop, 'cause that's all you're good for. Pull, lads! Put your backs into the gale. It'll hold ye better than any lover ever could. And you'll know what it means to be married to the sea. Ready yourselves, for though I have words, I've been splicing the main brace on your drams, Chicago, because you got the best fucking shot beer combos ever. So note, I may be in my affections, but no matter whether the grog I've been drafting is cracking thunder, I always and forever have vigor in me blood, whence telling tales of the Ogden. So curb ye your judgments, for the only God I serve is the tide. Poseidon! I call to thee! Within and with all whatever courage I got in my little body, perfect for jerking, though it may be the Dutch courage about my pipes and tunnels, I call to thee regardless to bless us with steady winds at the aft quarter, for we're bound for the fabled lands twixt the Rocktail Trough and the Viking Bank. Hear me, lads! Stay ye the touch tunes and draft kings a moment. I'll sing ye a song of the fish of the sea. Away, love, away! We're bound for Scotland, and pray this good ship is taut and free, for there be dangers in the waters, wondrous and terrible, and not what they be seem. Hang on a second, I'm real fucking dizzy. Okay, anyway. The UK Royal Navy's got this Astute-class subs and 4 Vanguard-class submarines that they use in the Trident missile program, which is a doomsday option in case the situation gets really hairy, which, I don't know if you noticed, but it's looking like the wings are getting shaggy these days. But anyway, the UK's got 4 of these Trident in the Trident program. You got the Vanguard, the Victorious, the Vigilant, and the Vengeance, which is a mighty fleet of illiterate alloyed steel, stealthy, secret, and strategic. 1 always at sea, 1 in maintenance, and 2 in port or doing drills at the gym. You gotta stay fit. That's the only way you'll survive at sea. Anyway, they're armed with Trident missiles, and they're not the kind of Trident that 4 out of 5 dentists recommend for their patients who chew gum. These all got nuclear sugar, and they're ready to chew at a moment's notice. Based 25 miles from Glasgow at the Falsane Royal Navy Base near the Firth of Clyde, which I believe is between the 3rd and 6th of Clyde. Anyway, you got these sugary, sweet nuclear stealth tubes around to clown when the shit goes down. And recently, they've been picking up some suspicious pings in the territorial waters, which got them on edge, which is a place we never want a nuclear fucking submarine to be. Quote, the sound first described by analysts as a man-made noise had never been picked up on sensors about 100 miles nearby, which was sparking a little fear that perhaps Vladimir Putin, you know him, you've met, might be trying to record acoustic signatures of the subs to make them easier to track, using the Russian Deep Sea Research Unit, Googie. So, the Vanguard was getting grumbles thinking Googie got him, and that's a bad thing for old Vladdy Poots to get, because they're supposed to be quiet guardians of the shore and such. Naturally, this caused a little commotion on the seas of Scotland. One source telling the Post, quote, we're taking it very seriously. Another source said, quote, we have got to assume the worst. But ye should always assume the worst when it comes to the sea. Oh, she looks tranquil and calm on the motivational poster from Hallmark to ye, hanging on your wall telling you to just go with it, Tiffany. But the sea is no yoga instructor, nay, she is an unpredictable creature, capable of destroying not just your calm, but your entire fucking skeleton, with winds that would make the Beaufort scale shit its statistics, force speeds not even named yet. Your pitiful human numbers mean nothing in the deep, and the gales could come from anywheres, Add that to the constant threat of Putin putting his paws in the pond, and he's always just splashing. Don't worry about it, man. It's cool. I'm just dipping my toe in. Nothing to ruckus about. JK drones! Meanwhile, the noise was traveling north toward the open sea and would return days later traveling south toward the sky bridge, which means whatever's making the motion in the ocean is on the move, which would make any salty sea dog's pants a little dampish and steamid, because they means whatever it is thinking. And who thinks better than a deep sea research unit? And you know it's a total unit because its name is Googie. So, they sound the alarm as you do when faced with the sprawling maw of the dangers of the sea. Upon investigation of the phantom phonics deep within the sacred borders of Caledonia, for 'tis always monitored and watched, because the sea could bring forth imaginings of dangers, imagined in those you dare not, like fucking squids. Seriously, the ocean's made of nightmares. But science learned 'twas not the Russians. Nay, 'twas the rumbling digestion of the whale. Aye, 'tis true, lads! 'Twas discovered and marked that mysterious oceanic ping was in fact a majestic fart of the mighty whale. Hard to port! Grab ye your courage over sounded gorges, through the rifled hearts of mountains under torrent's bed unerringly we rush. Not's an obstacle, not's an angle to the iron way. Whale fart! Whale fart off the bow! Hold steady! Fuck, seriously, this is hard to do. How do pirates do this shit all day, man? Anyway, yeah, it turns out it was a farting whale. And I get it, like, the whale should have known better. Up that close to a fully armed nuclear submarine defense program that's already fucking nervous because Russia's been up to shenanigans in the pool, but when you gotta go, you gotta go. You know how it is. You're out on a date. There's only two of you in a car en route, and you caught some downstairs scaries, and it doesn't look like you're going to be able to keep the ghosts cool, so you try one cheek toss, and the whole fucking haunted house opens up and gives the game away, and you tear a whole ass like someone stepped on a goose's balls. It happens. Shit happens, and sometimes when you least want it to happen, like when you're fresh off a krill buffet at some underwater golden corral near protected waters. And yeah, you're supposed to be cool, but like you're relaxed because it's a good fucking day out. Nature's been flirting, maybe she'll call you, and she does. Sure, you hold fast to keep the battle indoors for a bit, but eventually it's just not an option, and you let loose a full-size fudge gust because it's the ocean, who gives a fuck? And it's a little louder than you were hoping, but Lord knows you tried. But you went hard at that buffet, and there's nothing you could do about it, and it's much better to pop off than in. So you empty the chamber, and you marvel at how impressive your ass gun can shoot. So now you want to see where this new power is going to get you. You're a whale. You fire off a few more rounds, maybe it propels you forward a little bit, and you don't have to swim as hard. So you keep whipping air biscuits to see how fast you can go. It's easier, because like I was saying, it's a beautiful fucking day out. You don't even have to push. Just let the jet stream do what it do, right? Now you're up and down the coast, bobsledding on your own shit drafts, and oops, you scared the fuck out of the Royal Navy because they thought your bubble dumps were Russians attacking. Well, excuse me. Some of us were having a great fucking day. And this ain't the first time an aquatic creature's bung dryer set off a national incident. Back in 1982, Sweden almost started a full fucking war with the Soviet Union because they heard a bunch of weird sounds in the waters off the south coast of Sweden. And for 15 years, they were convinced it was the Soviets trying to get into their territory, which, I mean, yeah, they kind of do that, but in this case, it was the fury of the sea! Eventually, this guy, Professor Magnus Wahlberg from the University of Southern Denmark, got asked to come in and get an earful. Maybe he could figure out it's the fucking Soviets. And he goes in and hears this deep secret, highly classified soundbite. Quote, "We were brought into this very secret room under the naval base of Bergen in Stockholm, sitting there with these officers, and they were playing these sounds for us. It's the first time any civilian heard the sounds, which, according to Marky Magnus, sounded, quote, like someone frying bacon, like small air bubbles releasing underwater. And he figured out that herring have swim bladders that when they're frightened, they can squeeze out a gut bubble fast. Going so far as to buy a herring and test it out, and it turns out it was the same exact sound, thereby proving if you teach a man to force fart a fish, he can stop an international incident. So big was this, that he and his partner Hakan Westerberg wrote a whole paper about it called Sounds Produced by Herring Bubble Release, and it won a 2003 Ig Nobel Prize in Biology, but they had to share it with another group that was also investigating herring farts, proving that they use farts for communications. Humans, the ocean is rife with terrors, both glorious and horrible. But in the end, fish also need to bust a grumpy every now and then. It's fucking nature, and you're part of nature, so take it easy on the marine life, okay? They got rumbly buttholes just like you. Well, that's my tale. And I must away. For the sea, she calls to me with her ancient spells and salty musk tinged with tales from a trillion haunted buttholes, blowing souls out of the brine. The ocean is full of farts, mighty and noble, and on its wind I shall sail. Whisper not of me, but keen and belt my memory and story to all that can listen. Of my sheets, all three of them to the wind, because the way things are going here on land makes me want to get shit-faced and head out to sea, farting in the fucking ocean. Good night.
Chad the Bird! Our mighty captain, Chad the Bird.
Nailed it.